Assemble, gangsters. Ah! Hear that creaking? I love this boom arm. Amazing. Okay, make sure everything's working. Why? Weird. I just saw on Twitter it's like a KFC skin for Fall Guys. Like, what? Is everything working good? If everything's working, hit the like button so that I know that you guys are actually here. I'm kidding, but also do it. Hi guys! We back again. More Trove time. Am I quitting? I'm pretty sure I'm quitting. Right? At this point, we all know I'm quitting Trove, so... Turn on my other light here, and let's start the quitting party. Let's do this, man. How you guys all doing? I'm exhausted. If I look tired, it's because I am. I got way too much sun the other day, so I'm just like... ugh. Zombie man. Yeah, this is the quitting party, man. Don't you guys know? This is what I often do. Like, I quit games every day. I quit Trove every day. Like, we'll play for like an hour and then I'll quit. And then I'll come back tomorrow, but... Dying mushroom, man. What did I miss while I was away? I didn't get to read any comments. I didn't have Wi-Fi out there. Did everything go good? Did you guys watch my videos? I don't know why that message got grabbed, man. It was too many emojis, I guess. Did you quit Fall Guys? Yeah. No, I want to play more Fall Guys. We'll see if I have time today. Because the whole thing is... my schedule is like so messed up right now, dude. Like, I could have slept so much more today, but I didn't because I got to stay on a normal clock. I can't stay up all night because tomorrow I'm getting more done to my back tattoo. I already did last week, and I'm going to do another session this week. And then if I can, depending, I'll do a third session this week or another one next week. The point is I want to get my back tattoo finished so that I don't have to worry about that anymore. Because my tattoo artist was like, hey man, I mean, like, he reassured me that he's gonna like get my tattoo finished, but he doesn't, like, he is going to leave eventually, so I gotta really start putting in the time. Because fun fact that you guys didn't ask about, this tattoo right here, this is actually not finished. I wanted it to go all the way up my arm, but the tattoo artist just outright disappeared. Like, I called, I didn't hear anything from him. And he was like an old school guy, so I guess he didn't have like an email or anything. And I tried like calling the tattoo parlor, and they're like, oh yeah, he's gone, man. He just left and never came back. So now I'm paranoid. Anyway. No, lots of you guys click the like button, man. It's good. Trove slowly dying right now. Dude, get with the times. Trove has been in a state of death for like a long time, and even then it's not dying, it's pretty steady, man. Like, Trove has a lot of ups and downs just because the content. Delves, even though I like the idea of Delves, I think that it was a pretty underwhelming update. Very like, a lot of stuff was added with the Delves, and I again, like, I personally think that the Delves update was fantastic, probably one of Trove's better updates. But the problem is that most people just didn't really enjoy it as much. Plus it was pretty underwhelming with, hey, here's Crystal 4 gear, we're out of ideas, we're also gonna nerf it so that it's like impossible to get, and you won't want to get it because it takes too long. Wish more people played Bomber. Dude, yeah, me too. I mean, you know what? Give us custom maps for Bomber, and then I'm sold on it. The problem with Bomber Royale is the devs, like, got stupid and tried to make it, like, balanced and competitive. It's like, dude, get lost. Let me make my custom map. Even if some people make cheaty maps, I would love to make custom maps for Bomber. Those are boring. Yeah, see there, that's the vast majority right there. I like them. It's probably not as fun as just doing normal grinding because you're stuck in stupid caves, but I'm just saying, I get it. Like, I know why most people didn't like that update. It's the same as why nobody liked the Geode Cave update. It's just not as interesting. How long am I gonna stream? I don't know, man. No promises. I'm 29k on PS4, 5k plus on each character. You think I should switch to PC or just stay on console? Excuse me? I think you should think for yourself, bud. Whether or not you want to do that or not. It's entirely up to you. Like, if you're still just having fun with Trove, and if you have a good enough PC, then I'd recommend, like, PC obviously is, the more alive version. Like, obviously there's still lots of people playing on a console, but with PC it kind of feels more like you're actually joining an MMO, I guess. I don't know how else to put it. Watch Dogs 2? No, I could care less. I might pick up Watch Dogs Legion, but I'm not like, oh my god, must get. Like, I'm pretty satisfied with the games playing right now, dude. Apparently, I don't know if you guys saw, I keep up with it from time to time, even though I don't play it. Terra is actually getting a pretty substantial update where it's moving up to 64-bit. Which basically means that the game can actually be, like, developed better and have better graphics and everything and actually be, like, updated. It's funny how, like, these old-ass MMOs are starting to have a resurgence of just, like, remaking themselves. You know? Oh, yeah. This game crashes a lot on PS4. I know, bud. And who knows if that's, like, the PS4 Pro or just a normal one. Like, who knows, man? Oh, yeah. If you're flipping on the market, good job. I don't do it because it requires too much patience and I get bored. Even though it is the best way of making flux. Obviously, because you're just sitting there, like, grabbing numbers and stuff. I always thought, like, it's like, if you know how to do, like, the marketing in Trove, it's like, why wouldn't I just use that skill for stocks in real life? I don't know. It's kind of the same thing, right? Alright, X-Men. Have a good breakfast, bud. No, I know, like, I played Terra way back in the day, and I got really into it, like, because it was one of the first action combat MMOs, right? And it was so good. But, then people kept suggesting me to play it again, and so I tried it out, and it's just, I don't know, it just feels very boring. Like, it's just like, you're just kind of playing and doing, like, fetch quests and stuff. It's like, I guess Black Desert Online is, like, the next step for that type of MMO, even though I don't really care for Black Desert. It's too Korean MMO for me. You guys know what I mean. It's very grindy. It's just fetch quests and blah, blah, blah. Oops. Let's go, gamers. Come here, dum-dum. Yeah, Terra's combat was really good. Because it was an action combat system. I remember, like, certain characters played like Devil May Cry characters or something like that. Great MMO. It just, I don't know. It's old. Very old. That's the problem. Any tips on getting better? That's a very broad question. I'm sorry, man. Play until you're good? Why didn't that chest drop anything? Or did I just pick it up so instantaneously? I don't care about space engineers, and why would I play Borderlands 2 when I could play Borderlands 3? Oh wait, I find Borderlands 3 to be extremely boring, so why would I play any of them? Like, I'm pretty picky when it comes to the games that I enjoy, which is weird. Like, it's like Trove is just so basic. That's kind of why I enjoy it, you know? Other MMOs get, like, all complex and crap, and it's like... I did play Borderlands 1. I have no reason to play it again. That's the thing, though. I played Borderlands 1, and then I had Borderlands 2, and I was like, alright, this is just more of the same. I forced my way through it, though. It was a good enough time. And then Borderlands 3, I tried for a bit, and then I was like, this is really just more of the same. Which, if that's what you're into, sure. Dude, no, Trove really is basic. Like, look at Trove compared to other MMOs. Like, right there, the Final Fantasy MMO. Do you have any idea how complicated that game is? Trove does a terrible job explaining things to players, but the base game itself is just as simple as it gets. Grind DPS. You know, like, there's no builds in this game. Is it true that in U10 you get the most flex from dungeon? No. Wrong. Halo Infinite? Nah. Oh god, no. Warframe's way too complicated. Warframe is complicated for the sake of being complicated. Like, the game itself is actually very simplistic. You're right about that one, Kirby. But it's like, the thing that I can't stand about Warframe is whenever I like stop playing for a couple months and come back, it's like I don't know what the hell anything is anymore. Because they try to keep like all the RPG elements and all the different status effects and all these items and stuff, like they try to keep it all within roleplay, you know? And that's something that I never care for. Like, I'd rather it just show me the stats, show me what the effect is, let me just do it. That's just me, though. Like, I know Warframe's a great game. It's just, I don't know. Oh. Power just went out, guys. Uh-oh. Well, my backup generator is good, so give me a second here. I gotta figure out what the hell just happened here. If the stream cuts out, that's why. We back. Turned it all back on. I don't know why. Very weird. Yeah, backup generator for the win, dude. Like, seriously. Otherwise, when the power cuts out, which happens very often, that would have been it. The stream would have just cut off and you guys wouldn't have known what's going on. Like, I love this thing. Jub got mad because she heard the microwave. Because all the power just went back on, so... Ah. How... Guys, dude, this is so sad. How did I come back and this dungeon wasn't done? Come on. Why is... Oh, there's only like one guy following me. Did I miss anything? What's going on? Oh yeah, Jub plays Trove all the time. Destroy the dungeons. Open up. There you go. Hi. Spamming is just gonna get you muted, so good luck with that. No, you're the best, man. I haven't played Trove in a while, worth coming back right now. It's up to you. I have a... That's the thing. I'm very... Funny. That's pretty much all my responses. Like, it's like, decide for yourself, you know? Like, because I'm not very... Like, I'm opinionated, but I know it's all my opinion. I don't really have judgment towards, like, other people's choices. Even if, like, something sucks. It's like, I don't like it. Like, I don't like Mario Party on the Switch. Some people do. Those people are, like, stupid, but, you know, all good for them. Anyways, besides that joke, the point is that I do have a video for returning players on Trove, so maybe you should check that out. Because the Delves is the newest big update, and changes things up a bit. Oh, hey, Oren. I'll be back in about 20 minutes. Well, hopefully we'll still be here, unless the power goes out again. Should be... There we go. Is Trove crossplay? No, I wish. How do you get so many shadows? Because I have like 10,000 magic find, dude. Whoop. Oop. There we go. I want to remember when Trove supported and kept in contact with their content creators. Yeah, that's just game ago though. Like, they're in contact with me for the most part, but it is still very difficult for me to contact them. Like, I do have my contacts, but for example, you know, I messaged them like a couple months back about getting more shout-a-phones, which is like an item where I can yell in game, "Hey, I'm live." And then he's like, all right, I'll let, you know, this other person know, they'll get back to you. And it's like, I just messaged him again more recently because it's like, I didn't hear anything. Look at this. So that's how this dungeon actually generates. Weird. Game of Thrones. Oh, God. Isn't that just some drama about, like, who kissed who? Oh, I wouldn't know. I mean, it's super popular for a reason, but I don't really like dramas. How come the power goes out a lot? It's just because where we live, the power's, like, really crappy. Job. That's enough, sweetheart. That is enough! It's a neighbor dog barking, so Jub's like, What'd you say to member? You shut up, burger. I'll kill you. Jub's gangster. Yabaki needs to come back eventually. Haha. Yabaki, more like Yagani. Oh, God. End me now. I did actually try, like, a couple months back to, like, I was trying to get the devs to not necessarily give me codes specifically, but I was just telling them, like, it's like, you know, Yabaki doesn't exist. You guys don't do streams anymore. You don't have codes. Come on, what gives? And they're like, no. Okay. Whatever. It's weird, too, because it's like, in all honesty, I think it'd be great if not only they gave me codes just because then I would have codes, but it's like, it would be good for the game, you know? People to actually be able to get, like, rare stuff. Like, I wish I could do more giveaways for you guys, but it's like, I don't really get much beyond my own items. And I'm not trying to sound greedy or anything. It's obviously they don't owe me anything. Thanks, Nightbot, for advertising my merch store. Still working on getting some new merch based on the new logo. I'm trying to get, there's a buddy of mine that's a graphic designer, and trying to get him to do, like, the YouTube logo that I have right now is very, it's low res. You guys can't tell because it's on YouTube, but I'm trying to get him to redraw it high res for me. Yeah, of course I quit. Oh, it's Nintendo Gamer. You will always be a gamer in my eyes, Joe, even if you don't play video games. Did you get Fall Guys, Joe? What happened over the weekend, man? Like, did I miss anything? I still want to get Fall Guys for you and, like, a couple other people, Joe, so that we can actually do some streams of playing that, because, good God, that's going to be so fun and stupid. Oh, it Merc as well. If Merc actually played video games for once, I'd buy him Fall Guys as well, but Merc's not really much of a gamer. You guys? I'm being perfectly honest here. I think he'd just be too bad at Fall Guys. No, honestly speaking, I think Joe would have his, what we call in our Discord community, Joe luck. And he would probably win at Fall Guys all the time. Joe is that one friend that always wins at Mario Party, even though he doesn't know what's going on. Anyways. Kingdom Hearts? Nah, I don't care about those games. I thought about Kingdom Hearts 3 a while back just because the production looked really good, but the game itself looked really boring to me. As for the Undertale comment, I'm sorry, I do keep seeing it. I'm sorry I didn't respond. I did have an Undertale series for a little while, actually. I didn't care for it, but I was playing that game wrong. Like, I thought it was... I was playing it, and I was just waiting for it to turn into a generic RPG, not realizing that the whole point is it's always just a pun. And so I ended up stopping before it got to that point. Yes, Merc, exactly. Fall Guys is Roblox parkour games. That's it. That's why I think Joe would actually like play it a lot, just himself. Like Joe would just be like gone for a day and you'd see him like playing Fall Guys on Discord and then we'd come back and he'd have like all the vanity items or something. Later, Piggy. Elder Scrolls Online. Yeah, Elder Scrolls Online. I love the combat, love the idea of the game. It's so bland and boring, though. Like, it's got no style whatsoever. That's the thing that I can't stand about Elder Scrolls. Yeah, Fall Guys is free on PlayStation Plus. Unfortunately, doesn't have crossplay yet. They did put out an update, or not an update, a blog post, basically saying that they're working on new mini games and cosmetics and junk like that. But I think that'll be a good game, just kind of on the side, you know? Like, that's the thing, is it's not really something you can get super duper involved in. I think you'd get bored with it really quick. But just having it as a game to just pick up here and there, I think is perfect. Did you end up beating Tsushima, by the way, Mark? Like, are you done with it? After I beat it, I haven't had the chance to stream it. It's just been a lot less of a priority for me. Even though I do want to explore and do more stuff, but... Dog's going nuts, I don't know why. Yeah, I saw you've been playing Ark again, Joe. Wow, you're only in Act 3, Mark? Damn. I thought you'd be done with it by now. Then again, maybe you're not playing it that much. Act 3 is super duper short, by the way. Like, I think there's like 2 or 3 quests, and then you're just done with, like, you beat the game. The thing is, that's actually really cool, is once you beat the game, like Ghost of Tsushima, once you actually beat it, it unlocks like a whole bunch of new quests, like across the entire map. So you get to kind of revisit all the old areas and junk like that. How can I become a mod? No. I'm sorry. I only mod like pretty much the big time regulars that have been with the community for a long, long time. I don't know if you did as well, Merc, but when you end up liberating all of the areas in Tsushima, like on one of the islands or continents or provinces or whatever the game calls it, right? It basically just shows you everything on the map. So it'll show you where everything is. You still got to travel to it yourself, but... Which is a cool enough mechanic and incentive. God, now I just want to play that game more. I kind of low-key want to play it on like a harder difficulty just because it seemed like it'd be fun. Do you play Grounded new beta game? What? Oh, that game. Grounded. Ugh. No. The game looks interesting. I like the idea of it, but I don't care for those Rust survival type games. You know, where you're just going out and gathering resources and stuff. Like, it just looks like another one of those games. It just has like a neat theme going on where you're like shrunk down in a big old yard with bugs and junk. It's basically Merc's life, just trying to survive, like, you know, bugs and spiders and stuff, because he's a frog. So yeah, it's Honey, I Shrunk the Kid literally as a game. I know I didn't want to make that reference because I didn't think anybody actually knew what that movie was. Because that movie's like 500 years old, like me. Whee! A Bug's Life. Yeah, that's another thing it definitely reminds me of. Ghost of Tsushima sounds interesting. Can you explain more about it? Dude, you can just watch my videos. Like, I've got like tons. It's like an open world kind of Assassin's Creed game, but it's better because it's actually made by a company that gives a shit instead of Ubisoft. And it's in Japan, so it's amazing. You're a samurai. It's like one of the only games that makes you feel like a samurai. Come on, I pressed E. Open up. There we go. Have you played Trove? Yeah, I thought about it. That game looks okay. Oh god, no, I skip that cave dungeon all the time. It's disgusting. Makes you feel like Batman in Japan. I mean, I get it, but because of the Arkham games. I mean, not really like those though, is it? Like, it's kind of its own thing. Can you? There we go. Origin portal activate. I have to destroy items. Guys, did we get a crystal 4? Oh god, we can't. I can't even grab these items because they're just floating in space now. Okay. What class do you think is the best damage wise? Probably Draco. Do I play Destiny 2? No, I don't. I did, but not as much anymore. I know the DLC's coming out, that Ice DLC. I might pick it up, but I don't know. It's like I'm getting more to the point where it's like I know what I like and I know what I don't like. Destiny, though a great game, like I've kind of already done everything I wanted to do out of it. And it's like I already, you know, I have all the current DLCs with Destiny and I never ended up beating them. So I'm just thinking, like, why would I buy the next DLC if I'm probably not going to end up beating it, you know? Any idea? Wait, what? I like that username. Any idea of an RPG similar to this you sort of play every now and then? No. I don't know if there's any other games that I regularly play outside of Trove. It kind of just is whatever I'm playing at the time, but Trove's the only one that's really like fully consistent. Roblox, yeah, right. I haven't played Roblox in years, dude. Or like a year again. Trove the only MMO you enjoy? Pretty much. Like, there's still Phantasy Star, but that game feels too old. Like, I don't really have much nostalgia for it anymore. So when they have the remake to PSO2 come out, then I'll hop on board that one, and hopefully it'll be a little bit more interesting. Because I like it so long as it's like Trove, you know, it's like all open world and stuff like that, and it's all random generated, so it's just doing dungeon farming over and over. It's simple and to the point. But I'm a grown-ass man, so playing Roblox is pretty cringe, man. I love Roblox. I'm not kidding. Is there an auto pickup gear mod? You can't make a mod like that. That's changing game parameters. That's not what mods do. Mods only can modify, literally, what already exists. Plan to play Cyberpunk? Hell no. I don't care about that game at all. I know it's like one of the most hyped games ever, but it's like, it looks so boring to me. I think if it was third person, then maybe I'd be a bit more inclined. But it being first person is just like, ugh, disgusting. Not to mention it's the Witcher, guys, so you know the combat's gonna suck. Sorry, it's true. Make a new Trove account. I already have an alt account for Trove that is free to play. But I don't have as much time as you guys think to just like sit and aimlessly grind off camera. Pretty much anything I do with Trove nowadays is just any like video and stuff that I do with you guys. Like on camera when I'm recording or streaming. Next I want to do like some unboxing videos probably. Just because there's quite a few boxes that I have stocked up and I really should. Giveaway anytime soon. I don't have anything to give away, otherwise I would. I mean, I got like some mounts and stuff left over from like years ago, but the problem is that giving those away is just so difficult to do. You know, like if I have codes, it's way easier because I can just give those away during a stream and get you the code right away. If I'm on Twitch, because if I'm on YouTube, it doesn't really work. I still have some streamer dream boxes. Just, I still don't really know how I could give those away with the stream. Yeah, pretty much what Joe said. Like, I've got Gonda that I could give away as well, but it's just, I don't know what I'm gonna do for that. I don't know. Like, that's the thing. I keep myself so busy lately, especially with summer being around and stuff, that I don't really have enough time to sit and think about, like, other projects like that. Like, it's like a giveaway is just generally a very low priority for me. Not that I don't want to give stuff away. It's just, I kind of got to go out of my way to do it, so... Unless I, like, write it down and specifically, like, think about it. Yeah, I'll just give it to Merc. I'll just do, like, a, you know, just one of those, like, generic video where it's, like, giving away Gonda, and then I either just give it to Merc, or better yet, I just don't give it to anyone and say I gave it to Merc. Give it to him in a stream, and then just get him to give it back to me. The funny thing is, people who don't know who Merc is would think it's legit. I mean, that's the thing. Like, you see, like, those Fortnite giveaways and stuff, and they do that crap all the time. Did I actually quit? Yeah, man. We're not playing Trove anymore. Look at this. This isn't Trove. This is like some, this is Cube World. Like a knockoff Trove. Remember that game? Remember how it released on Steam and I kept making fun of it and saying it wasn't going anywhere and that the dev was just going to take all the money and run, and for some reason everyone criticized me, and then that was exactly what he did. Seriously. Play Overwatch again? Hell no. That game got way, like, God, that was so fun back in the day, and now it's just a toxic hellhole. Like, ugh. Everyone thinks they're going to be the next big Twitch streamer. It ruins the community for everything. Even Fall Guys, because it's so popular, has like all these Fortnite streamers moving on to Fall Guys, and it's just like, what the hell? With all these clickbait, like, you know, like, I won Victory Royale and stuff, and it's like, dude, it is not competitive. This is Fall Guys. I was going to say it's a game for kids. Arguably, Fortnite is as well, but... The Cosmic Gem mod I have called? I have no idea. Sorry. I don't know. Subnautica? No, I can't actually play that. I have like a very specific, like an actual like phobia, thalassoria or something. Some type of phobia of murky water or creatures or some shit. I don't know. But legit, like, Subnautica is, like, just a horror game for me. Like, I've tried to play it, but I can't. I know Fall Guys looks beautiful, man. Like, they really nailed it. Fall Guys is a great game. I'm not trying to criticize that. I'm just criticizing, like, the stupid-ass Twitch community. And, like, everyone being a tryhard and thinking that everything's competitive and you have to be #1 all the time. Even though we all know who the true winner is of Fall Guys. Me... The last Fall Guys stream, if you guys didn't catch it, I won, and then my account got hacked. Like, that's how tryhard people are with Fall Guys, dude. That's why I've titled it The Real Fall Guys Experience. Speaking of horror, I do have a video, like, so... I have a very hard time doing videos of indie games because I know that most people aren't going to end up even watching it. And I'm not trying to be self-depreciating or anything. That's just an honest truth. You know, you gotta look at your content objectively. Unless I have a gimmick. Like when I did my first Skull video, everyone was really into it. And then I did another one because I thought that the game was cool and nobody cared. Anyways, long story short, I have another video that I already have set up, and I'm going to use it as kind of an experiment to see if you guys are interested, where I basically just played like 5 different indie games and spliced it all into one video. So it's like that way, because I've got so many games that devs give me, first world problems here, that I feel obligated to cover them, but at the same time, I cannot be bothered to make like 10-minute videos of hundreds of different games. So I figured if I just do something like that, where it's just like me covering a couple different games, and the only reason I said that it's related to horror is because I actually played a couple horror games in that video, but I'll have that come out sometime this week. I don't really know what to do for a thumbnail. Anyways, because you guys clearly asked, somebody, yeah, thalassophobia. Yeah, whatever the hell that is. Apparently, I have it. I don't know. It's like when I did my GTA VR stream, and then I was in the water, and I was like so terrified about... The whole point was to swim out and get eaten by a shark. Actually, finding the shark was not epic at all. Like, it was really boring, and not that scary. But swimming up to the shark, oh, that one scared me. That was one of the scariest things I did in a game for a while. I had a mini heart attack when I did that. Yeah, play Assassin's Creed Valhalla on release? No. No, I already played Ghost of Tsushima. I do not need an Assassin's Creed. What is this inferior product you're talking about, dude? Genshin Impact? Yeah, those guys contacted me months back about playing the game, and then I, like, I took too long to respond to them and said, hell yeah, brother, hook me up, and I never heard back from them. Otherwise, you know, I'm a sucker for any game that's like Breath of the Wild, and that game's like Breath of the Wild Weeb Edition. Looks great. It really does. Raid Shadow Legends. Yeah, man. I should play that, unsarcastically. You know there's like an actual content creator out there that capitalized on all of that, and that's what their channel is about. Playing the dumbest game in existence. And there's probably people that watch it too. And they're unsarcastically enjoying it. Which is weird. Yeah, Ghost of Tsushima is like Assassin's Creed. A lot better though. You can't climb everything like an Assassin's Creed, so that'd be the one gimmick of Valhalla, but I don't know. It's a beautiful game, like very stylistic. Which is pretty good, because otherwise most open world games just all look the same. You know, Assassin's Creed Valhalla just like, it looks like just another one, you know? Don't get me wrong, I like what they did with like Assassin's Creed Origins. I thought that that one was phenomenal. I loved that game. Played it like crazy until I just couldn't anymore because it's like 500 hours long. But I like that the Assassin's Creed games moved into just being like an open world RPG. And then they just started copy and pasting, because that's what Ubisoft does. And they just rush the product out, and it's got tons of bugs and glitches and looks like crap, and then, you know, copy paste, copy paste. Got to get that Call of Duty money, right? Shadowhunter, nice. Nice. Yeah, eventually you'll realize how inferior Shadowhunter is, and you'll swap off him, even though he is like the coolest. What's the best farming class? Neo Ninja, Dino Tamer, Vanguard. Those are pretty much just off the top of my head. Those are like the best ones, just because they're the fastest. Avoid the rocket. Speaking of a rocket and Pikmin 3, ho ho. I don't care. I never grew up with the Pikmin games, so I have no nostalgic, but I do think that it's pretty cool that they have Pikmin 3 coming to Switch. Now just do it with more games that I actually want to play, please. Do it with some DS games. Do an Arc stream, Joe. Do it, man. I'll watch it. Just tame the octopus again. By which I mean get eaten like 50 times until you finally catch it. Oh, is Pikmin 3 only on the Wii U, Merc? That makes a lot of sense why that's the one that they're porting then. I wonder if they're gonna actually use the motion control. Because Pikmin, I feel in a lot of ways, like I'd heard a lot of people talking about how it was so much better with the motion control. And I mean, to be honest, like if we look at the Switch library, they have, I don't know, is there any game where they've used like the motion control? Not just the motion control period, but like for aiming, where you have a reticle in the middle of your screen and it detects it, you know? I'm not sure. What happened to Warframe videos? Yeah, I quit Warframe a long time ago. I find it to be boring. They finally had Anaros Prime come out and didn't rework the character at all, so I was just like, okay. Like, if there's one thing that I know, not only just listening to the Warframe community, because obviously, you know, I did Warframe videos for a while there, but even just myself, like, it's like the devs do not seem to give a shit. Like, they're just not listening to the fans anymore. It's like, we're just gonna do our own thing. Like, it's like, how about you guys actually release, like, fun content? Instead, it's like, here's our next update. Grind. Okay. I mean, I know that's any game, but it's like, grind the exact same way that you've done in every other part of this game. But instead, new resources. I think that's one of the big reasons people didn't care for Delves as much with Trove, because it's, like, just kind of the same thing, you know? The Mii Plaza? Oh, man. Splatoon? Ew. Gross, dude. Yeah, that, like, see, with Splatoon, that one, yeah, I guess that's a good example of actually using the motion controls for aiming. Yeah. I don't have Splatoon 2 on the Switch, so I didn't think about it. But yeah, you're absolutely right. That's a good example. Please just give me the Metroid Prime trilogy re-released on the Switch. I don't care if they only make the graphics like slightly better. Just give it to me, dude. I have had a craving to play through those games, but I do not want to play it like on an old ass like system or emulator or something, you know? Like, I'd buy those games again in a heartbeat to get prepped for Metroid Prime 4. Like, oh my god. How do you feel about raids and Trove? I don't even really know what raids are in games, man. Raids are usually just, hey, here's a boss that has some bunch of janky forced mechanics to make it last longer. I mean, I guess the closest we get in Trove is like Daughter of the Moon, but they just destroyed Shadow Towers, so... Warframe's not pay to win, it's pay for faster progression. No, it's literally pay to win, dude. You spend money to get plat, you can buy any item in the game. Don't get me wrong, it's not that that's a bad thing. Like, I love how everyone thinks, like, immediately with the topic of pay to win, everyone just sees it negatively. And so when there's these games that implement it well, people try to say, well, that's not pay to win. And it's like, no, Warframe is 100% pay to win. You can literally trade plat for like any item in the game. I've done it. That's how I end up getting all of my gear. Like, by spending real life money, dude. You know? But it's like, that's not a bad thing. Like, I like how Warframe's pay to win is actually done really, really well. Outside of things taking like 50 years to craft, that I can't stand. And then you gotta pay money to have it like actually craft faster. It's like, Your live streams take out my stress. Glad to help, bud. How could this happen to me? Is Boomer good for Delves? Nah, Boomer's not really good for anything, unfortunately. He's such a fun character, too. But... Also, I see your comment about Kingdom Come Deliverance. I've already answered that before, not in this stream. No. Stop talking about it. That game's like overcomplicated Skyrim with like realistic combat, let's say. I don't really like games that have combat like that. I prefer more arcadey. That's why I actually love Ghost of Tsushima, because it's like, that game can be difficult as hell, especially if you crank the difficulty, but the combat is just so responsive and fun that it feels fair, you know? It's not like with Dark Souls where, don't get me wrong, I love Dark Souls 3, the other ones, not as much. But it's like, with those games, the gimmick is that the combat kind of sucks, and that limits how, you know, the difficulty works. Except with Dark Souls 3, they fixed all of the issues with the combat, and thus the game was just a genuinely difficult time. Except for certain parts, like the Nameless King, that was just BS, that boss. Like, Jesus. Even with help, it took me so long to get through that. I mean, I can't say that much towards it because I literally play those Dark Souls games for the multiplayer. I could care less about playing them solo. I just like playing them with my friends, because then if I'm dying over and over, at least I'm dying with somebody. I think that's why Fall Guys would end up being like a good, a fun party game as well with your buddies. What about Bloodborne? I can't stand the idea that it's on PS4, dude. If they bring it to PC, I'll buy it in a heartbeat, and I'll play through that. Mark loves all of those games. He's a psycho. He's played like every Dark Souls game and like actually beaten them. Most of them I've only gotten like halfway or 3/4 in. Like, I think Dark Souls 3 is the only one that I legit actually got all the way through, and New Game Plus and everything. But, oh god, that's like my favorite one. I'm really excited for Demon Souls Remake, though, on PS5. Is it true Trovian Worlds got bankrupt and replaced? Trovian Worlds? Yeah, man. They went bankrupt, dude. No, I know it. I'm not trying to make fun. I like that. But Trion Worlds, yes, they went bankrupt. Game Ago now owns Trove. And they've been doing a stellar job of managing it. Trove still got its faults, but that's not the problem of Game Ago being in charge. That's just the game itself having its limitations. Yeah, Joe's Merc's real life name is actually legally Nintendo game. Excuse me. What's that? Japanese themed Dark Souls game? You mean Neo? Yeah, I know Neo 2 came out. Merc played through that as well, but it wasn't really a game for me. I watched him play it a little bit, and it was like, eh. Like, that's a thing. I'm very particular. I don't know how to get 35k. Any tips? Mastery of Dragons. That's pretty much it. I guess your gems, but... Guys asking if I'm streaming in-game. See, that's the thing. That's why I need my shadow phones. What? Trove Remastered? I wish, dude. I wish they saw the potential of, like, remaking this game to be actually worth it. Like, for crying out loud, look at Trion Worlds, man. No wonder they went bankrupt. They remade Defiance. Nobody plays that. Trove was their most popular game, and they're like, let's remake this game that's dying. That'll bring players back. Like, okay. Such a boomer company, dude. That's why they're dead. Do you believe Trove could be revived? Yeah, I think so. That's what I mean. Like, I mean, it's steady right now. I don't think it's ever gonna have like a big explosive bunch of players come back to it, or new players, I should say, not even players coming back to it. Not unless they start adding like consistent updates and content that people are actually like. They'd have to overhaul so many things. It's like right now, I still really enjoy this game. It's one of my favorite games, but I know its faults, and I know the fact that this game is pretty niche. You know, like it's very very specific. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. Like Mark said, like, to anyone that argues and says like how Trove is dying and all that stuff, it's like Trove is still alive and well. Obviously, it's still making enough money that Game Ago is still pushing it. Trove is still actually very popular on consoles, despite the fact, I mean, no one's really talking about it, but it is. And when you look at a game like MapleStory 2 that came out for North American servers, and that was like really hype. It really was. And it's dead. They took the servers offline because they just, I don't know. Because they like removed all the cash shop stuff, so there was no incentive for people to spend money, but the game was still extremely grindy. They didn't rebalance anything and put in any of the hard work, and so the game just died. They weren't making enough money to keep even the servers online. Like, that's pathetic, dude. You know how much it costs to keep servers online? Nothing. Unless you're Fall Guys, and then you're constantly paying to upgrade your servers. But the point is the amount of money they make back from it, and, you know. People say Trove's dead on console, Joe, but no, there's still, like, that's what I mean. There's still a very active community. It's just not really, like, you know, nobody on console is, like, going into our Discord or hitting them back on Twitter and stuff. I'm talking, like, most of the Trove console players are actually very, very casual. You know, where it's just a game that they're just playing. I know that that's pretty much just any game, but I just mean, like, they don't even go the extra step of, like there's probably not even watching, like, YouTube videos or anything. They just play the game, you know? Maybe watch a tutorial or two. Because otherwise, a lot of the questions I get, most of them are probably console. And then the funny thing is that most of the people coming to PC now are usually just console players that are just like, hey, man, I'm tired of playing on a crappier version of this game. Nothing against the console, just Trove itself is not really the best on console. It really isn't. Play Ark? No, man, I played that back in the day. I don't care. I played that game to death, dude. I do not care about playing it again. Great game, though. It really is. Monster Hunter World? Nah, I tried that as well. It's not a game for me. Also, thanks for all the likes, guys. We actually got over 100 likes already just in this one stream alone. I always feel bad asking for likes. That's why I try to have, in most of my edited videos, that's why I have that little thing pop up to say to like the video, because it's like, I always just feel bad. I don't know. Same with, like, asking people for subs and stuff. It's like, I just, if it's a graphic or something just passively in the background, like, I can't be bothered to, in the middle of a video, be like, all right, guys, you gotta subscribe to the channel and blah, blah, blah. It just, it's cringe, man. And of course, just talking about this, there goes all the likes, just getting more and more. Thank you guys so much. Yeah. That's the thing, it works. It's just, I don't know. Just kind of bothers me, you know? It's weird. Ah! Where am I? I saw that shadow item. Show your mods. I already have a video that's that shows all my mods. And I'm pretty sure like that video is still accurate. I don't think I've added new mods since. We're almost at an hour. So we'll probably call it soon, guys. Sorry to say. This stream will also probably go up tomorrow while I'm getting my tattoo done, because every time I get a tattoo done, I am dead for the day, dude. Setup video was pretty interesting. I like the behind the scenes stuff. Thanks, man. Yeah, I thought I needed to do an update because, I mean, most of my gear didn't change so much. It was just kind of a lot of things that I had got replaced or upgraded. I guess that's kind of the same thing, but when I think back to like my 2018 to 2019 video, it's like not much changed. And then it just looked way different now because I have the new desk and everything. But I don't... What, Mark? What? I don't know what you're saying, Merc. I'm sorry. Yeah, also, if you bought something from the Trove store and it's not showing up, usually you have to relog for it to show up in your inventory. That's what I always do. Like, if I buy credits, I have to relog. Thoughts on Minecraft? It's fun with mods. It's not... Jesus, Jub. It's not my favorite game, though. That's why I really liked Minecraft Dungeons. I would probably have kept playing it on the channel if the views didn't slowly go down, but then it was just like, alright, why bother? Not to say that's the only reason I was playing it or anything, but we kind of ran out of things to do as well. Like, I pretty much got maxed out in that game. Still, though, excited for the winter DLC whenever the heck that comes out. How much is your hat? Too much, honestly. I wish I could make my merch a lot cheaper. I think it's like 30 bucks or something. It is premium, though. I gotta say, like that's the one thing about my merch store is even though the price is a little bit higher than I would like, the merch quality is really good. And even though I talk about that, I still have like the funny thing is I actually made my merch as cheap as I possibly could. The fact is that the percentage that I get from the merch is just so low right now. Like, I barely make a profit. Not that it matters, because I just like the idea of, you know, giving you guys stuff to rep with. But, anyways, I'm sorry. What I was trying to get at is, if you want to wait, I'll probably put my new YouTube logo on a bunch of things, like a shirt and maybe a hat if I can make it work as well. I do have it on a backpack in my merch store right now, which I might even want to order myself if I needed a backpack, but I don't. What's the purple thing in the background? Just a background. I just put it there. I made it myself. I would have it animate because I kind of like the look that PewDiePie has with his animated background and stuff like that, but I don't know how to make things loop. I don't know how to make things rewind, I should say, in Adobe Premiere Pro. I don't know if you can. I think you have to use After Effects, which I do not know how to use. You played Dauntless? I did, and then it got boring because I got to Rift Stalker. I think most players can agree to that. Best DPS class? Draco, Ice Age, Gunslinger. I think before I just said Draco, but who cares? Thanks, Falca. Appreciate it, man. Falca punch. Yeah, like a looping video back. Well, like I already have like a looping video background, kind of. But yeah, Joe, exactly. Like what I would need to do is, it's very easy to do. I just don't know how to make things rewind in Adobe, because otherwise all I would have to do is get a clip of something, it plays to the end, then I have it go in reverse, and then that can already loop because it starts at the same starting frame, you know? What the? Jesus. But the problem is, like I said, like I don't know how to make anything rewind in Adobe, so I don't know if there's a method to even do it. I'd have to look it up, but I remember looking it up years ago and it was just like, because otherwise I'd love to have like a bit of an animated, not necessarily an animated background. Like I think it'd be too distracting to have that thing animate behind me, but maybe at least like nice and slow, just some type of movement. I don't know. Why is my face cam so small? Because, I don't know. Just because. No reason to make it too big. I don't know. You might be on the phone. This is about the same size that everybody uses for their videos. That's not what I'm talking about, Joe. When I'm talking about something looping, I'm talking about like the video looping without it just going pop back to the beginning. Like it has to be a smooth transition. That's the trouble. So otherwise I have to find a clip that already very specifically the end frame is the same as the starting frame kind of thing, you know? How do you get those VFX when a stellar or crystal gem item drops? Literally, it's like it's a mod that's literally for like shadow and stellar gear and crystal drops. Quite literally. I don't know. It's a mod though. You think Trove will be on next gen consoles? I have no idea. I would hope so, but I mean, next gen consoles don't even have a price at this point, so we'll see what happens. No, that's not what I mean, Joe. I'll talk to you later about it, though. Just because I don't want to keep repeating the one topic. Is there a way to flip the video? Yeah, I can. It takes a few seconds to do it, but... just because I don't think there's like a quick hotkey for it is all. It's really easy to do. I just gotta right-click and go to flip. Whoops. Oh no, guys, my inventory's full. Okay, go. You guys complete that dungeon while I do this. Wow, we didn't get a single crystal 3 yet. Oh my god. This is so amazing, you guys. Do I have a subreddit? Dude, I'm not that big a channel. Nope. Nope, 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 nope. I mean, I might secretly, but I don't know it. If I do, it's probably just like 2 people or something. Or one person like angry at me. I don't know. I remember like checking the Trove subreddit like years back. I don't really browse Reddit is the problem. But I remember there was like this one guy and he like made like a short video where he like found me in game and he was just following me grinding. It was like in a neon biome. And then I just thought that it was so cool. I like left a comment like, hey bro. Just interesting. I don't know, like, I'm probably explaining it wrong, but to me, I don't know why you guys don't understand what I mean by a looping video. Like, basically, I want it to be a video, like, looping the video isn't the problem. Having it be a seamless transition is the problem, because I would basically have to have, you know, like those GIFs where I would go into this portal, and then it would go up to this point, and then it would reverse me going back into the portal to the same starting frame, and that would be the clip. That's it, because then all I would do is make it loop, and then the end frame would be the same as the starting frame, so it would just be a seamless, infinite video type of thing. You know what I mean? My point being is if I had this background animating, I would have to have it so that the end frame would be the same as the starting frame, so that it would just seamlessly be running in the background instead of it's going and then pops back to the beginning, and it's just overly distracting and weird. Sorry about the long explanation. I just wanted to make it clear. You don't gotta spam. Turn off video effects from my Neon Ninja. Well, you can just turn off video effects in general. It's just /FX enable space 1 or 0. If I'm not mistaken, I think that's the command. What do you mean? Okay, never mind. I'm not explaining it anymore, dude. If you didn't understand what I meant, then who cares? It's not complicated. It's just I don't know how to do it myself yet. That's all. And I haven't had the time to manage it. It doesn't matter. You get stellar gear from drops. Have a high enough magic find. I think you have to technically have 300 magic find and up. But honestly speaking, if you can just manage to get to U8 Geode Topside, you'll get crystal gear way, way easier than you will stellar. Don't even bother with stellar anymore at this point, dude. Like, legit. Next video other than this? Well, there's that one video I mentioned that's like a bunch of indie games. God, look how long it's been since I was in Team Pixel. I was still just over there exploring. Thanks, Jesse. Yeah, I'll actually be ending the stream pretty soon, guys. I'm just wrapping up. Boop, 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 boop. I still gotta do... yeah, I'll probably have, like I mentioned earlier, an unboxing video or something. 61 chaos chest. Jesus Christ. But yeah, I want to do an unboxing video for some of my stuff, because I've got like so many boxes in this game that I just like, look at all this. Look at them. I still got to open these stupid gold ticket boxes. Yes, I know, Cronus. That's, yeah. Oh, you were replying to Joe. I see. Yeah. It's, anyways. Sentient shards and chaos goes fast. You don't, unfortunately. Sentient shards are pretty much locked behind rampages. Unless you have the resources, you can actually craft the things that you throw down to make the rampage bosses spawn. That's how you can get sentient shards. You can also save them for when a rampage event shows up, and they will still count towards the objective completion. Sometimes you can find clubs that are doing like the rampage drops and stuff. I don't often, just because it's like, that's the thing, is it's like I'm so like distanced from the in-game community just because of all my videos and stuff. Like, this is our community, so it's difficult for me to like get in contact with people about like, oh, what's going on in game, who's got a pinata party and stuff, blah, 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 blah. Use Draco. He's not fast enough for grinding. Yes, I love Vanguard. He's actually a lot of fun. Anyways, let's wrap it up. Thank you so much for watching, guys. If I can, I'll do another stream today, but no promises. I'm still pretty tired. I got pretty sunburned yesterday, so yeah. And tomorrow I'll be busy with my tattoo. Otherwise, maybe I'll do a stream after that. After my tattoo, it depends. It usually leaves me pretty dead though, so this is more than likely gonna be what shows up tomorrow, and then I've got some other videos prepared for you guys, but I still gotta get those ready. Anyways, thanks for watching, really appreciate it. Thanks for all the likes as well, guys, really appreciate that as well. Have yourselves a great day. Xanorm, stay epic, gamers.